Hey everybody, Zach from Buckeye Shooting Center here, sitting in my office, and I've been getting a lot of phone calls, emails today about the Hearing Protection Act. Where is that, the status, so on. I will tell you right now, the NRA, ILA has a fantastic article on this of where it's at, and they've done a really good job of keeping up with the Hearing Protection Act, the short act throughout this process of trying to shove it in the big beautiful bill. But as most of you know, the big beautiful bill was passed by a split decision by Ohio's own J.D. Vance yesterday. The Hearing Protection Act in a form was thrown back in, essentially still leaving suppressors as part of the National Firearms Act, but removing the $200 tax stamp for it. So that was passed with a split decision, with JD casting the deciding vote before it gets passed back up the hill, Capitol Hill, to get put on Trump's desk to get passed. So where it stands today, nobody really knows what it's going to do. The Hearing Protection Act in its infancy came through and was supposed to be just take hands off of the National Firearms Act because it's stupid. I can't begin to tell you how stupid it is that's part of the NFA. Same with short barrel stuff. A different topic for a different day. But that came through, passed, got up to the Senate. Senate said, nope, we're going to rip this out of here. Then it got put back in different language, essentially making them where they're still part of the National Firearms Act, but no tax stamps required. So stand by. We've been getting a lot of questions on this today, folks, and this still needs to pass like two other things before it gets to POTUS's desk to sign, and I'm sure it will change again. So just throttle back, hang out. The one thing I will tell folks is if you are curious, and you've been curious, if you will, and that's something you wanted to do, and something you want to add to your collection to be able to shoot, so on and so forth, I will tell the same thing to you that I've been telling to a lot of our customers that come in the store. It doesn't cost a dime for me or anybody else, I can't speak for every other company, but for ours, Buckeye Shooting Center, to babysit a suppressor. So if you are holding out for that thing to become off the NFA Act, if you're holding out to get rid of that $200 tax stamp, pick up a can, let us babysit it because it doesn't cost you anything. Hold off on doing the paperwork yet until the dust settles on this. Worst case scenario, we're status quo. You've always wanted one anyway. You do your paperwork, pay your $200 tax stamp. That's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario is you have a can at a fair price before all hell breaks loose with the prices of suppressors. I've heard through the grapevine a lot from all the big suppressor manufacturers that there's going to be, the supply and demand is not going to be able to meet each other. So something to look out for, something to stay tuned for. But as it stands right now, don't knee-jerk react to this. There's still a lot of other things that need to happen, but we'll keep bringing you info as we have it, as we see. So everybody, hope you have a great day, and we'll talk soon.